What's going on? What's going on? CEO Ronald Hickling creating the difference with my man Bill Friedis. What's going on, Bill?
Oh, good morning. How you guys doing?
So today's going to be a good day. We're going to have a rematch, actually. So this ought to be interesting. Jonathan's been here before. Jonathan bowled Dustin before, and Dustin won. So Jonathan is here to get a little revenge on Dustin. And you guys at home are going to be able to watch. So we're doing things a little bit differently here. We actually have the lane pattern. Not that you can see the lane pattern when they bowl. You'll actually be able to see what they or where they threw the ball at. And then the pins are in black light mode, so to speak, simply because of the scoring. It allows the scoring camera to see the pins a little bit easier. So that's why you will see the pins like that. But Dustin and Jonathan are both ready to go. So we will let these guys go ahead and get started with game one. This is best of 5. So the first person to win 3 games wins the prize. Jonathan gets 8 pins of handicap. So he's already ahead of Dustin right from the jump. But we'll go ahead and get these guys started. And Dustin will go first. Looks like he's throwing an obsession tour. So, Bill, you're a coach. Why don't you talk a little bit about what you end up seeing here for Dustin?
That looked like a pretty good shot. It looks like, yeah, I picked up a little early on him, but I don't know. It must be the pressure of knowing it's a rematch that he's expected to win.
Yeah, he's got definitely a little bit of pressure on him. He's definitely the favorite here. But Jonathan said no, not this go round, because Jonathan drilled him a brand new ball fresh for this event.
Oh, there's a nice big opening for. Didn't even get count there. Well, at least it was the first frame. If you're going to do it, that's the frame to do it in. And can he make him pay? Oh, another split. This is not starting off good. All right, he picks up one. Both of them threw splits in the first frame, Ron. Are you sure you put the house pattern on the left lane?
I mean, it's the house pattern. It is definitely supposed to be easy. But, I mean, let's be fair, too. They're bowling in the dark. So that could be playing a little bit of a role. We can help them out a little bit with that, too. Actually, what I'm going to do is I give them a little bit more light.
Oh, so
flush strike.
Yeah, that one looked really good. Evidently, he didn't need more light. Just needed an extra warm-up toss.
So what we'll do is we'll put a little white light there, and then we'll take 3 and 4. We'll do the same thing. Good? Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Okay, obviously that is the house shot.
Yeah, so that could have been like.
Yeah, that looked like it looked like a possible 0 for a minute.
For real. So yeah, so we'll let them. We'll be able to track the score over here. And we'll be able to watch them both from a couple of different angles, actually. Dustin gets a spare. And you'll be able to kind of watch the action from home. James says maybe it's early and maybe these guys need more coffee. That's possible. That's possible. It is early in the morning. It's 9:30 Central Standard Time over here, so it could be that the guys aren't fully awake yet. But we'll see. Graham says he can't wait to be able to bowl with us in the Derby. Yes, Graham, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. Looking forward to that event and seeing you there. Dustin gives a little practice swing this time. That ball did not pick up, Bill.
Not at all. Dustin's even shocked at how far that one went.
Well, it's going to make it interesting. Now with this, the 2-8-10, it's not as easy to convert. So try to get some count, though, right?
You have to get the count. He got no count last time. You got to get some this one. So that 8 pins of handicap's a little large now if things don't turn around fast. Jonathan's working on his strikes. He's got a chance to really build on his lead.
And that's a nice little double for Jonathan. So we'll see if he can turn his double into a turkey. Chris said it just past midnight here. Where are you at, Chris? Where is it midnight right now? That's got to be somewhere maybe down under. I don't know. Let's see if that one. Oh, look at that. Gets the turkey and clobbers the 7-pin on that shot.
I don't know. Dustin's going to have to wake up, though. He can't be letting somebody slap him around like this in his own house.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to do something here. Oh no, another split. Well, the good thing is this is best of 5, so it doesn't matter how much you win by, right? What matters is that you can win 3 games. So even if you lose the first game, it doesn't put you out of it. It just means that you're going to have to bowl good the next couple games, right?
Well, definitely. Plus, Dustin's been competitive long enough that mentally he'll be able to bounce back and not let this affect him for the next few games like many of us would let that linger on.
Colton says he's like, I ain't letting that repeat happen, Dustin. Talking about Jonathan. It's like a ball change. Oh, his hands are up. His hands are in the air. Wave him around like he just don't care. Woo! It only took half a game to get his first strike. All right, so we'll see Jonathan. Uh-oh, that's wide. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dancing around but not falling.
As wide as he got, he's lucky that that's just a little split like that. It's definitely makeable.
So what is that? That's the 7-8? We got a score correction here, too. He gave him 9. Dustin is quick to fix that.
Can't blame him.
All right, score's been adjusted. Shooting the 7-8.
Oh, and he picked it up. All right. That was a good shot.
So, somebody had asked, what's Jonathan throwing? Jonathan is throwing the Widow 2.0. So we'll see if he makes a better pitch here. He has got a nice little lead against Dustin right now. Dustin got 40 in the 4th, and he has 87 in the 4th.
That was good. Oh.
Ring it, 10 pin. He'll shoot the 10 pin, and he'll use his spare ball, which happens to be a CtD spare ball. Go hard and straight at it.
Hey, and you picked it up.
Converts
all right.
it. That gives him a nice lead. He's got 105 in the 5th. Dustin has 40 in the 4th on a strike. James says that's a Ron ball. So Ron did not design the Widow 2.0, but the Widow 2.0 is a dead copy of the Black Widow, the original one that I did design. So it's kind of cool to be able to see that core shape transition, not only from ball to ball, but from company to company, as now Brunswick makes it. He asked for the shim and got the ring 10 pin. He'll shoot the 10 pin. He's throwing a purple hammer. Purple hammer hard and straight. Hey, give us some feedback here too. Let me know if you guys like seeing the stuff, the stuff on the lane. So like, you know, that's being able to show you the actual shots. So let us know if you like that or if you prefer the conventional view. This is a little bit different. Woo! Get a little bit of a replay how the pins fell there. Heading down the home stretch.
Uh-oh. Oh, this one just got more interesting.
So that's a nice, or not nice, that's an unnice 4-9. This is makeable, Bill, right? If you can get that ball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Get that ball really, really over in that 7-pin spot. You could get that 4-pin to slide over and take out the 9. Got a hook.
Oh, not enough. Good.
On the 10-pin side. You can't see it. It's hard to see.
Is it going to mesh like the we didn't get it?
I mean, I don't care.
Well,
I'm
both.
just saying.
If both of you guys are cool, then we both. Well, that makes it interesting. Speaking of interesting, I want you to watch Jonathan's next shot. We're going to take a peek at something here. We're going to just kind of show you something. Got ourselves a graphic. Uh-oh. the rainbow unicorn did not suit him very well. But let's be honest. He didn't have any impact because he didn't know that was going to happen. And don't worry, they're getting the rainbow unicorn the rest of this game, so it's nice and fair.
I like the rainbow unicorn.
Dustin's favorite is the rainbow unicorn, so whatever. So he'll be shooting the 2-4-10 here. Little hook, maybe. Oh!
There you
Jonathan
go.
with the big spare. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rainbow unicorn saved the day. Nice conversion. All right, so now Dustin will have to strike here. He needs it.
Not today, said the 7-pin.
Nope. Jeff asked if I thrown the radical spot. The answer is no. We have not thrown that ball yet. So I think if I'm so let's see here. So max score. Let's look at some max scores. We'll let Dustin shoot this. Woo! He barely got that. Watch this. I mean, it just barely fell over. Wow. All right, anyway, so let's take a peek here at the scores. So John's got, he's got 8 pins handicap.
Right.
So really, he's got 141 in the 7th, and Dustin's got 100 in the 7th. So Dustin's in a lot of trouble here. So maybe you give it this one more time to get the strike, and then maybe you do a little searching?
Given the fact that Jonathan went back-to-back splits, I'd start now.
Oh, you start searching now? Or
I would if I was him. He went back-to-back splits. He threw a split in each lane. I mean, if he felt that he threw a good ball, I'm either moving or changing balls or something, especially with the big lead. What's the worst? Can you leave something worse than the 4-9 again? I mean.
Right. Well, we're going to see what happens here.
But again, that's dependent on whether or not he feels he threw a good ball. If he felt that, he didn't throw it good, then I'd move anyway, but that's me.
We'll see what he goes with here. Well,
he got the strike.
So Dustin's max score is 180.
Yep.
And it looks like Jonathan pretty much has this game wrapped up, right? With a mark. Well, that's not even true. He's got 180 because of the handicap.
Also, with his handicap, he should be pretty close. He just needs a couple of pins right now.
Yeah. So this match is going to be pretty much wrapped up. Definitely.
There's a double.
Now. So they will finish up this game here. You see it right there. Jonathan's going to take this one. Dustin's going to do a little soul searching. Dustin's going to grab a different ball. It looks like he went to grab the parallax.
Parallax, yep.
And Jonathan's trying out something too. Jonathan's trying to zen. So we got some more balls.
So they both went for something more angular.
Yep.
Whoa.
Well, so Jonathan ended up with 211 plus 8 is 219. And Dustin can throw one more for 180. Uh-oh. Dustin may say, kiss my Converse next game. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right. That's going to make it fun. And we will let them go into game 2. Yeah. You want to play with Deadwood? Just roll the ball down there. Dustin's going to get rid of some Deadwood for us. Oh, he got a 0. Starting off his next game behind the 8 ball.
What did last game?
Whoop. He'll have to fix the score. Actually, he just said Jonathan up with a 0. The score actually went to Jonathan.
He did that on purpose.
He said he did it on purpose.
Yep.
So we'll get that fixed. And we'll get these guys back on it. Randy says, hey, yay, way to go, honey. So I'm assuming that would be your wife.
Maybe not.
Well, she has the same last name, so I'm going to go with yeah. So, well, you are correct, Randy. Your honey has won 1 game. He's 2 games away from taking some money from Dustin and being able to avenge his loss from last time. So we'll get 10 pins set up here sometime today rather than tomorrow. There they come.
So if Dustin loses, do you do that through payroll deduction?
No. It definitely is a CtD expense. He's part of management, right? So management pays for the management losses, which would be CtD.
Or there had to be some incentive to make sure he tries really hard. You know?
Well, he's done pretty good. He's done pretty good thus far. So, and this is all in getting better. So it's a good experience, and it helps people hopefully get a little more understanding of what's going on. Spare conversion.
What balls does Dustin have now?
That's a parallax.
Oh.
Oh, no, incorrect.
Isn't that an action?
No, that's the paradox. Paradox. That's the Dustin go-to ball.
Should have known better.
When Dustin's in trouble, he goes to the paradox. He likes the parallax, but he loves the paradox. He's in quite the paradigm. Anyway, so we'll see. We'll see. Better shot.
That one looked really nice.
10 back. 10 back. Ryan kind of knows about that paradox. He says Dustin throwing the paradox equals game over. Well, we shall see. I can tell you right now, Jonathan's got a few things to say about that.
Dustin's ball speed looked like it was a little bit better than that shot, too. It's almost like he gains more confidence just having that ball in his hand.
I'm sure he does.
That looks wide.
Got a hook. Oh,
that came back a long way.
Yeah, sure did. You can see it was kind of riding the rail there. You're being able to watch. We're using Clutch Bowling. Clutch Bowling is allowing us to provide all the graphics you see here on lane. So we appreciate them as partners with us. And you see 2 different colors because we have 2 different lane surfaces here. There's a nice spare conversion. Keep things alive. Oh, yeah. So Ryan shot 299 at USBC Nationals. And he asked, where is he from? He's from Walla Walla, Washington. I love that place. I've never been there, but one day I'm going to go there. I did get some onions from there, and they were very tasty, by the way. Thank you for sending them, Ryan.
Drew Bledsoe is from Walla Walla, Washington. It's the only reason I've ever heard of it.
Well, look at that. Got to push. Just a bit high. Leaves the 3-6. If you're just tuning in, this is game 2 of a best of 5 between Jonathan and Dustin. CtD Staffer versus CtD Management. This is actually a rematch. It's our bowling in the dark. I figured we'd do something a little bit different. Jonathan using his spare ball. Nice and straight. Good cover. Good cover.
How do you feel about bowling in the dark?
I actually don't mind it. I focus on my target, and whether it's super in the light or a little bit in the dark, I can still focus on the target. So it don't have any impact on me at all. Uh-oh. Dustin's got a turkey. Ooh, got the paradox working now. Well, we'll see if you can turn that 3-bagger into a ham bone. Uh-oh. That's got a hook.
We did.
Look at that hot shot. That ball was right. Man, it was right, dude. If I can go pull up the Specto data, I guarantee you that shot was right at the last one over there. Now, He-Man knew it was coming back because he's throwing his favorite ball. But I'm going to tell you right now, that shot looked like it was wide right. So Jonathan's got to begin the answer here.
Oh!
Would have loved to have that strike. So this may be turning into the opposite of last game. But it's not how much you win by. It's all about just winning the game. Convert the spare.
At least Jonathan's still sparing, so he keeps himself in the game. That looks, man. I think he's going to have to get deeper. Leaves the 3-6-10 on that one.
Uh-oh.
Woo.
He's going to take off 2. All right. So that puts things a little bit in perspective. Dustin's basically got, up to 90 in the 3rd frame. And Jonathan's in the 5th frame. So going to make it a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
Oh,
That had house shot written all over it.
so see, miss right, ball comes back. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. Dustin's got a nice 5-bagger. Randy had said, just keep cleaning up your mess, babe. That's to Jonathan. I like Randy. She's cool. Cheering on her man. Dustin's over here. Got him a 6-pack. What's that? Crack open a cold one, baby. Woo! So here's a question. How do you figure out the guy's handicap for the bowlers? It's 90% of 220. That's what we do. So we use 90% of 220 being the average. We want to make it fair. So
That was good.
that was a great shot there. So that's what we do. We use 90% of 220. And the only requirement is that you are a member of the CtD staff. So if you're a staff member, then you're eligible to be able to have matches like this. And Jonathan won this opportunity to come here.
Nice.
Not once, but twice. And because of that, he gets an expense-paid trip, plus the opportunity to get some coaching while he's here. And we're looking forward to doing some of that. We've also got some more people coming as well, including Kyle Troop. He'll be here probably in about an hour. So Jonathan's got that Zen working now, baby. Come on! Woo! Zen! The Zen! I tell you what, that ball is one of those pieces that I think is an exceptional piece.
Oh, I love that ball. It's one of my favorite balls. Even I bought one, so it's got to be decent. I don't think he caught all that one at the bottom when he released it, though, and it still made it back.
But it still came back. Dustin going for a 7-bagger. Throw the wood, throw the wood.
Oh!
Oh, man. I was hoping that he could get some wood action going and get rid of it. But unfortunately, the run is over at 6. He will now shoot the 710. There is a $500 bonus if you can convert the 710 on live stream.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. That's not getting paid out right now. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Yeah, there's $500. We got all kinds of little hidden bonuses. If we see something that's just crazy or something that's really hard to do, we'll throw some potential other opportunities up there for people.
In my home center, I've picked it up on all the odd lanes. I haven't figured out how to do it on the even lanes yet.
Ah, interesting. Whoa, 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 Nelly.
That looked more like I threw it than Dustin.
Yeah, that was a whoa, Nelly. Nacho Vega said, I bought my first CtD True Cut sanding pad yesterday on Amazon. They'll be arriving today. Can't wait to use them this weekend. Well, good luck. We have lots of videos on the YouTube channel. Nice spare by Dustin. On the YouTube channel on how to use them if you've got some questions there. So make sure you go to Ronald Hickman Jr. on YouTube, type in True Cut sanding pad, and you will find a lot of videos on how to use those pads.
Or you can join the regional staff for free and ask questions on the in the group page and get them answered.
That's true too. Jonathan's got a chance to get back in it with a nice 3-bagger. Uh-oh. Just 3, 6, 9, 10. That's never any fun to shoot. So, Bill, how do you shoot this? You hook at it or you throw it straight at it?
Depends on my mood.
It's not easy. In one situation, you kind of either got to throw your spare ball straight at it and hit the 3-pin, kind of almost square in the face to get the
Yep.
9 out.
If it's one of those days where I'm feeling accurate, I'll go straight at it. If not, I'll try and hook at it and hope to get some luck.
He's going straight at it. Yep. Just like that. Just like that. That's how you do it. So it's not over yet, right? Dustin technically can max out at, no, he can shoot 250, right? Yeah, Dustin can shoot 256. Let's take a peek. Let's take a quick peek here. Yeah.
Yeah, 256.
And the most that Jonathan can shoot is 08, which with 8 pins of handicap, right? So 16, 216?
216, yep.
So it's almost over. He's in a must-strike situation for sure.
Come on, Carrie. Nope.
All right. Well, that's gonna going to change the layout here for sure. That's what it was. Jonathan was up one. He'll shoot the spare nice and straight. Take off just the 10 pin, so that'll give him an open, which maxes him out now at 185 with 8 pins. So he'll
193.
193. So Dustin's already got a 190 in the 8th frame, right? So this game is over. So it will be a 1-1 after this shot here.
Oh, wow. So lucky carry on that one. That's one of those ones where you're like, oh, thank God it's only a single pin.
For sure. So it's going to be tied up 1-1, and we will head over to lanes 3 and 4 next. Ryan says, just wanted to say thanks for showing me the importance of maintaining services regularly and having surface diversity in my bag. Really felt like it helped me a ton at Nationals. Glad to hear that. And yes, sir, that is 100% correct. Being able to modify your surfaces and taking full advantage of the situation when it comes to modifying them in practice is a big key to anybody's success.
I liked watching Ryan's challenge match. He has a very good physical game.
Yes, he does. Ryan beat up on me a little bit there. Was able to come away with the win. And then he went to Nationals and gave him the business out there. So nice work. So we got another little graphic for you now that the game's over. It's a bendy straw. As Dustin will finish up his 10th frame. He's going to be in between 220 and 230 here. And the match is really officially over. Spare it up. We'll finish up there. We will also get lanes 3 and 4 on. Question, does the lightning mess with your shots? I know I can't play worth the crap on a black light here. So technically no, right? So they don't really get to see the lightning until the ball hits the lane. So technically they've launched the shot by then. So whatever was going to happen was going to happen. Now, whether or not bowling in the dark matters, that could be debatable. But these guys have bowled a complete match in the daylight. So we're doing the dark really for the viewers at home. We want you guys to be able to see a little bit more about what's going on. So that's why we're doing it this way. This time, this isn't their first match. This is their second match. So another opportunity for you guys to be able to see. It's a little different view.
I've been to some centers where the approach lights are run like they are here. My home center, the whole place is dark. I mean, it makes it a lot harder to even see your targets or anything. It's just way too dark, in my opinion.
So Jonathan's going to wrap up here. He's going to be somewhere in the 180s. We'll get a final score here in a second. Dustin ended up with 233. Then we'll give the guys 5 minutes of practice on 3 and 4. Let them warm up a little bit there. Then we'll resume. So he makes the spare, which is going to allow him to have 175 plus 8, so he'll have 183. That'll be the final score, 233 to 183. And we will let the guys go ahead and begin to get warmed up on 3 and 4, which is red square.
So now I noticed in the second game, it seemed like Jonathan was missing a lot more, not able to repeat his shots as well as he was in the first game.
I agree with that. So it'll be interesting to see how
he rebounds.
How he comes back from that.
Then when he went to the Zen, I thought he would have been better off moving in a little bit and getting himself some room with it, get around it a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree with that too. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out this go round. So let him get a few shots here, let him get a little warmed up, and then we'll get started with games 3 and 4. More shots each. So a Facebook user, I don't know who that is. Actually, I do. It's Brian Capstick. He says, "Can't wait to bowl here one day on the system. I was supposed to come beat Troop today, LOL, but I missed it by a pencil line on the spinner. Tell Troop he's safe this time. I'm sure Kyle will be all right with that." All right.
All right, well, lane 3 is taking a break, so we'll see what's going on there. Is that a new line you've been trying?
What's that?
Looks
Right
like
down the middle.
No, looks like you're much further right on Red Square than you were in the previous challenge matches.
Oh, yeah, probably. Didn't know what to do with the purple in the last one.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yeah, I need to move in.
So we're working on it. So we're getting it fixed. We've got a little bit of an issue there, but we got our mechanic in the back, and he's going to get lane 3 working again for us. And as soon as he gets that done, we will resume action. So there we go. So we're getting 3 and 4 together. Looks like maybe we're good now on lane 3, and you guys are actually good, ready to bowl. All right, so they're not quite ready yet. We didn't give them enough shots because of the little issue, so we'll let them throw one more shot there and get that fixed. Go ahead and throw a shot there. I guess I'm assuming that we're good to go on that. Let's let him get one more shot each.
That's what you see. So one more shot each.
All right. So we give them their final shot. This is it. It's time to get some bowling going. All right, well, fair enough. So we'll get them out of practice mode and we'll get them into actual competition here. All right, so we get a little re-rack there and we should be ready to go. Dustin will start on the left lane. First shot, red square. Oh, well, shoot a 4-pin.
Do we have like a running average of what people are shooting on red square?
I can tell you the highest game was 241 by Simo.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he killed the average on it, but I'm just curious if you had a running total going.
I would tell you it's probably in the 180s. I think if you can shoot 180 on this pair, that's probably a solid game.
Yeah, it's one thing I don't think people think about enough when they're bowling in tournaments and stuff is scoring pace. I mean, you can be upset that you're only shooting 180s, but if everybody else is in the 150s, you're doing great.
Correct. Jonathan's first shot. He gets to Brooklyn. He'll take it.
Strike's a strike at this point.
We are over here playing how many strikes or how many pins, not how. So this Facebook user asks, how many times do we practice on red square? We do not. The only time we bowl in red square is when we've got challenge matches as a way to kind of keep it even. Obviously, because we bowl challenge matches often, we're going to have more experience on it. But nonetheless, with it being a completely flat pattern, there is no advantage. It's either you throw it good and you strike, or you don't. So that's one of the reasons why we picked this pattern. It really rewards good shot making and punishes bad shot making. So 3, 6, 10, spare ball. Right at it.
Oh,
picked up
chopped
just
a 3.
a little bit. And he'll take a 7-1. You can kind of see how far the guys are lofting the ball out there on the lane. Dustin's getting it out there, or Jonathan's getting it out there pretty far. Dustin's sending it pretty short. He'll take a 4-pin. Feel free to ask questions. We've got expert coach with us, Bill Freitas, here today. He is really, really good at physical game. So if you've got some questions, feel free to drop those in the chat, and he'll chime in and give you some feedback. Dustin's going to throw his purple hammer is his new spare ball. So he's using that to shoot spares. It can double as a strike ball too when needed. Hard and straight for the conversion.
So have you verified the hardness on that purple hammer?
I can tell you that purple hammers definitely are on the softer side of the world. It comes to hardness. Even the new ones. The new ones are also soft too. Or I should say softer.
But still within the legal specifications.
Sure. Yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That looked like 0. That looked like a flat 0. And you can see the line.
Clutch Bowling has it going into
Clutch
the gutter.
has it going in the gutter. Clutch is like, that ball's in the ditch. In hindsight, Dustin may have wished it was in the ditch because now he's going to shoot the 2, 4, 8, 10. However, he had taught me how to shoot this. You actually want to get your strike ball and hook it. If you can create enough angle, you can get the 2-pin to take out the 10, but get the 4 to hit, take out the 8. So he will actually go to a strong ball and hook it, as he has taught me how to shoot this extremely difficult split. All right, so he'll take 2.
Yeah, that's hard enough to do it that way on a house shot. Never mind trying to do it on a flat pattern.
That's right. And this is as flat as it gets. Rolling in the deep is correct. When you're playing that twig, the gutter area, you definitely could be rolling in the deep. Jonathan looking to capitalize on that open. He'll shoot a 2-8. Here's a great question from Darius. Is it better to stay behind the ball in challenging shots in tournaments? Also, if you do this, how do you compensate going left? What do you think, Bill?
You're always better off being behind the back half of the ball. All the pros are behind the ball. Now, it depends on how much behind the ball you are. If you're talking 0-axis rotation, no, that's not going to do any good. But they also play the inside part of the ball, so they're coming inside to the back. Whereas most amateurs are from the back to the side.
Correct. And I do think that there is some advantage to being able to be more lowering your axis rotation on the challenging pattern because you don't really have a whole lot of room for error. So less axis rotation really means less hook or more control, depending on how you look at it. And that can be a good thing on this pattern. I can tell you I do that specifically when I bowl on this pattern.
Right. Yeah.
So we'll shoot a 3, 6, 10. This is going to be a spare match.
I've actually seen some pros who, because they don't bowl in house shots, when they get on house shots, actually struggle. Because in a house shot, you got all that room and you want that high entry angle, and they're not used to creating it on a regular basis.
That is correct. I've seen that exact same thing. Here's another question. Does a very dull ball do better on red square? It doesn't even matter with that much oil. What ball of choice for this? So I can tell you from my experience, I do like the dull ball. I throw a very strong asymmetric 500 grit sanded ball and just try to go up the back of the ball with as little rotation as possible to get the ball to roll. And then it'll have a little bit of tip down lane, but not very much, which allows me to control the lane front to back. Dustin gets a nice little strike there. Take a quick peek at the score. Remember, Jonathan's getting 8 pins. My head's in the way there.
Oh.
So, Dustin, it's hard for you to see, but Dustin's got 43 in the third, and Jonathan also has 43 in the third. But Dustin is on a strike, and Jonathan is on a spare. On the purple hammer outside. He's going to shoot a 310.
So you got what's maybe a board left of where he was on that other shot at the break point. Oh, nice pickup.
So Jonathan will step up here in the fifth.
Is that us?
No.
Okay. I didn't see it before then.
Uh-oh. We got a 6 count. That's a weird one, too. What is that? That's the 2. What is it? 2?
2, 4, 5.
4, 5, 7? 2, 4, 5, 7. Nice. So I think I would go with my spare ball at this and try to hit the 2, 5. Let the 2 pin take out the 3, or 2 pin take out the 4 and the 7. He's gonna hook it, and he converts it. Nice pickup. Nice pickup.
No such thing as a bad spare, that's for sure.
That is correct.
I like Dustin's jersey.
Yeah, he's got some. He's colorful today.
I don't know if that'd be too loud for me or not, but I might have to try it.
Yes, it's colorful. So we'll see Jonathan now in the 6th frame. Match is kind of close. Big
Come
shot.
on, there we go.
Gets the 5 out, baby. Get the 5 out. That keeps him in the match. Graham was right there. If it was Simon, he would have thrown back up at that spare. One of the benefits of being two-handed. Dustin playing the far outside lane. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Real fast. We'll be shooting the 2, 4, 10. So if you ever try to plastic and the old V-ball shot to take the oil out of the equation doesn't help any. I don't think it helps any. You need entry angle to strike. So I don't know that taking the playing condition out of play completely is advantageous, because if you got to the pocket, you're not going to be able to get very much carry, if any at all.
And then going straight like that, if you miss a little bit, it's split city.
Yep. Full penalty. So that gives us an 89 in the 6th, and Jonathan has 79 in the 5th. So it'll be interesting to see here if Dustin can kind of regroup. He's got he's got to get it back going again if he wants to get this game.
His body language, I didn't think he liked it, but he ended up with a good count on it.
Yeah, little body 10 there.
Whoa!
Great spare.
Trying to be careful of them pins. He doesn't want you to have to buy another set.
That was close. He just barely nicked it. Barely nicked it. So Jonathan now has got an opportunity to capitalize, put the boots to Dustin a little bit if he could throw a double here. Throwing an arrow. Once again, he gets the 5 out. Once again, the 5 is the last pin to fall.
It doesn't matter when it falls, as long as it falls.
I think he took a little bit of advice from last time. I told him a little bit about getting a traction ball and kind of rolling it up the back, and that's what he's done. And so far, he's got the 5 out twice.
I've been waiting for that new ball to come out. He hasn't used it yet.
No, he hasn't. You're right. He hasn't. Oh, snap. I don't know what happened there, but that definitely wasn't good. We've had instances like this happen before in the past, though. One time, one of our players actually fell in the lane, and
that's never fun. I've done it.
No. Now, luckily, he was on a double, so I mean, unfortunately, he's going to lose count, but
it doesn't hurt as bad, right?
Right. Yeah. See if they recover. That 9. Oh, so that's now an open. All right, so now he's got 127 in the 8th. So Dustin may be smelling a little blood in the water here. We'll see. He's going to have to make a good pitch, though, for sure. Got a hook. Oh, no. He's got a 5 count there. The 1, 2, 6, 8, 10. Yikes. I want to call that grandma's teeth or the big ugly. Now, the head pin's in there, so technically it's not a split. The object here would be to go on the left side of the head pin, shoot the head pin into the 610, and have the ball take out the 2 pin and hopefully be able to get the 2 pin to take out the 8 pin. We'll see. And instead, we'll just take the head pin off. We're in trouble. Wow. Way to get some count.
I'm not laughing at Dustin. I'm laughing with him.
No,
His reactions are awesome.
You're definitely laughing at him. So you got 110 to 127. This is
I can't do any better. I leave the all too common 1, 2, 6, 8, 10. Yeah.
This is the I don't want it, you take it. No, you don't want it, I'll take it. No, neither of us want it. Let's just keep shooting splits. So we had a Facebook user ask, can they hear us commentate? Absolutely they can. So when we talk bad or good about them, they can absolutely hear us. So if you're bowling in a challenge match, don't suck, because if you do, you're going to hear it on live stream. Hello, 4 count. I don't want it. You have it. It's all for you. Please, I just don't want it. Let's see as few pins as possible as I can get.
Well, I said how Simon had raised the average up on red square. They're just trying to bring it back down to where it was.
They're definitely in the process of bringing that average on the red square back down. Well, he got more than one this time at the second attempt at more than half. So we'll just take that and keep it moving. Well, it's interesting because now Dustin's got 118 in the ninth frame. And yes, I said 118. And I did say ninth frame.
He can max out for a 148.
Big time.
And Jonathan has the upper hand here because he's got the 8 pins still. So with 127 plus the 8,
he's at 135.
he's at 135, but he's got the ninth frame to go. And
Right,
Dustin's
yeah, he's
already
got a whole frame on.
Yeah, he's got a whole frame ahead of Dustin. So big shot here, kept the ball in the lane.
Carry. Ah.
All right. Just a 7 pin. Well, he'll shoot the 7 pin here.
Let's see. So Jonathan can go 9 miss in the 10th, and get handicap and still win. But he covered it.
Well, all right. With that spare, let's see here. That gives Jonathan.
Yeah, it's pretty much over.
Yeah. That's going to pretty much wrap this one up, right?
This is 8 pins. He's at 145 right now. So as long as he can keep it on the lane for 2 shots.
Oh, let's see. Get it out there on the lane.
Yeah, he's got it.
That's good.
So
that will be enough.
That drop that he had earlier ended up not hurting him.
No, but that could have been a mood changer. You know what I mean? It could have
definitely
changed things a little bit. So Dustin will finish out, Jonathan will finish out, and then we will let them bowl another game on red square.
I bet you they're excited for that.
Convert. Going to get him in the 160s, which is going to be plenty this game. He gets the spare.
Now, red square was what was voted on when you had the poll, correct?
Yeah, long time ago. And
All
we
right.
decided to keep it because it's the polar opposite of the house pattern. You know, it's as hard and as flat as ugly as it's going to get. So we want, it can be to your advantage. You know, if you're bowling somebody on the house pattern and they're kicking your butt, but they're spraying the ball over the place, that doesn't work out so well in red square. So there's been a couple of matches that have really kind of flipped around or switched simply because the pattern is different. You're not going to be able to use the same balls on red square as you were using on the house pattern because it's a completely different pattern.
Right.
All right. So that low scoring affair is officially over, 135 to 169. And these guys will get ready to go into game 4. Now, we just had a multi-time PBA champion and one of my good friends, Kyle Troop, walk in the building. And he happened to come in and watch these extremely low scores. So I'm sure he is licking his chops when he gets to get on the lanes because there was not going to be probably a 1 in front of his score when he bowls on this pair. But we'll stay focused here. We've got one more game for Jonathan, and it's over. Or 2 more games for Dustin. So we'll see what happens. All right, so Jonathan will begin the onslaught this time. He's throwing that Ebonite arrow ball, traction ball, drilled fairly strong, rolly, just trying to keep the ball in play. Nothing too fancy here. It's worked out for him so far. Let's see if he can capitalize it one more time and get him a W. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not going to recover very well when you miss to the right a little bit. So he'll shoot a spare. Makeable. What's going on, Josh? Strike ball at it. Uh-oh. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Got to use the spare ball when you're shooting them spares. Kyle said that he'll be happy to show them how that's supposed to be done. This is going to be a good match. It's hard. I can tell you, anybody who's bowling red square knows it's hard. So looking at it, you're like, man, like, why aren't these guys striking more often? Or, why is it hard to hit the pocket? Well, the reason is because there's no help. When you're bowling, you always typically tend to have some sort of help. There's more oil in the middle, less oil on the outside. So when you miss to the outside, your ball picks up a little bit more. When you miss to the inside, your ball pushes a little bit harder. But with this, none of that's happening. So when they miss a little bit to the right, it just over pushes, and a little bit inside, and it overhooks. So there's no help at all, which is what makes this pattern so challenging. This is similar to like a U.S. Open, which when the pro guys are bowling on that, that type of a pattern, I mean, they're 20, 30 pins lower on average, just because, like I said, there's zero help, and you get full penalty any little bitty miss. Not only from an angle standpoint, but a ball speed will create problems. A rotation change will create problems. So any little change that's not accurate is going to be amplified by this pattern, and ultimately you're not going to strike. Dustin has went back to his favorite ball, the 1984 Track Paradox.
He moved about 20 boards left.
Actually,
that's one of my moves.
Actually, it's 2015, but nonetheless, he's went back to the older ball and was able to get a strike. Darius asks, does the rule of 21 apply to a flat pattern?
Rule of 31?
31, correct. Jonathan with a flat 10 pin. I'll let you answer that one, Bill.
Yes. But there's always exceptions to rules. But yes, the rule of 31 still applies to a flat pattern. The biggest misconception about the rule of 31 is people say that's where the break point should be, when in actuality, it's where the ball is supposed to exit the pattern at. The bowler's variables will determine where the actual break point will be, along with the ball.
There's a nice spare conversion.
Now, going back to what you were saying about every little variable making a difference, is the stuff we can't see or not see as easily, such as tilt and rotation, make a difference. But one thing I've noticed with a lot of people is their ball speed varies greatly. And you'll see it a lot too, even in the group, people post, what's your ball speed? Well, 15 to 17. And I don't think they realize how huge of a gap that really is. That, speed control, we're talking within tenths of a mile an hour, not multiple miles per hour.
Without question. The new ball has made its debut. I don't know if it's his first time he's thrown it, but it's the first time I saw him throw it. That's the Game Breaker 4, which is not the asymmetrical Game Breaker. They have a new one called the GB or Game Breaker Asymmetrical, I think. That's not it. This is ASIM. Yeah, this is the Game Breaker 4 ball. That left the KFC dinner bucket. So he'll shoot it. Right at it.
Oh, good job.
Nice.
Oh, I can't believe that shot.
Oh, that was a pretty good shot. Left the turkey leg, unfortunately. Got the thighs out, but left the turkey leg.
From back here, it looked like he had it at
I
first.
thought he had it too. That was a pretty good pitch. I would have bet on that one. That's a good one. Opportunity for Dustin to capitalize, though. He's a double. And instead, he'll shoot the 210.
He's had a nice little love affair going on with these combinations with the 2 and the 10 today.
Yeah.
Couple
All right.
of 210s, 2 410, 2 4 810.
Randy says, hey, Jonathan, all of Monticello Coffee Company is watching. You are making us proud. Keep it up. Dustin's going to go for the spare. He'll take one. Keeps the match close. So Dustin now has 48 in the third frame, and Jonathan has 41. He really wanted it. Paradox left him a flatty 10.
How long is this pattern?
That's a great question. Let's go find out. 40 feet? Yeah. I think it's 40. Yeah, 40 feet. The consensus among the group is that Dustin is just barely clipping these corner pins. But we're playing how many? We're not playing how. So as long as it falls, it doesn't matter how it falls.
He's lucky they just didn't get washed in extra time this week.
So here's another question. Is Kyle and the other bowlers also bowling in the dark? No. Kyle and everybody else will be bowling in the light with the lights on, simply because that's typically the standard that we use. The reason why Jonathan and Dustin are bowling in the dark is because they have already bowled a match before. So this is just kind of a way to do something a little bit different, let you guys kind of see a little bit different perspective. But no, Kyle and the rest of the matches this week will be in the daylight, and we will also add the orange pins, which the orange pins add, or an orange pin. If the orange pin becomes the head pin, that will allow you to be able to save some money and get a discount on CtDbowling.com. Jonathan will shoot the hard and straight. Makes the spare. There you go.
Kyle, do you have a pick that glows in the dark? No, see, that's why we can't do without the light.
Hey, we got the technology. We may be able to figure that out.
I'm telling you, see, that's the real reason we can't do it in the dark.
I love bowling in the dark.
Do you?
Pitch black. Turn all the lights out.
Kyle said he can bowl completely in the dark. Maybe we'll have an exhibition like that. That could be kind of interesting, actually. I've never bowled in the total dark.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, not like that could be interesting. That could be interesting.
I finished the 2011 season, 2010, 2011, the second half. Well, basically from December of 2010 until January 9th of 2012, I bowled blind.
Wow. Here's a question, or not question, but Jeff is waiting for the Sean Rash video today. That is going to be on the Ronald Hicklin Jr. channel. And we appreciate you. Uh-oh. You see the spares are a little bit tricky over here. We appreciate you waiting for that video. It will debut in about 12 minutes on my channel. We got a lot of views over there. A lot of things going on YouTube right now. We've got a schedule set up for the next probably month of videos every other day. Dustin's got a chance. Oh, he gets him a strike to capitalize on his mark in the fourth frame. Jonathan's got 67 in the fifth. And Dustin will now have, well, he's got 68 in the fourth. So Dustin's got the lead. He's on a strike in the fifth. So we'll see.
I like the new soundboards. They look good in person. Look better in person than on the internet.
Yeah, we got made a little change there. We can make this room change whenever we want.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Dustin's got him a big double. He's fighting. He's not giving up. Never die. But Jonathan, Randy, and the Monticello Coffee Company are like, no, sir, not today. GB4 leaves a six pin. Got a question for you. Is there a way I can release the ball by my foot? I have a bad habit when I release the ball past my foot, causing me to hop and lose accuracy. Bill, I'm gonna let you chime in on that one here. So basically, he's releasing the ball past his foot, which basically means that he's really late, right?
Very late, yes.
Super late.
That's all I was sitting here trying to picture it in my mind. Make sure.
So that's a timing issue then. So we'd have to see a video of you bowling, Josh, to be able to help get that corrected. But that sounds like it's a timing issue and probably something that occurs relatively early on to be able to get that rectified. Got a hook. He does.
He's got that new ball carry.
Dustin will throw the paradox again on lane 4. He's on a double. This could really put some heat on Jonathan.
It only gave me 3.
Okay, we'll fix that. He'll shoot the 6-pin. He'll shoot the spare. So it gives him a nice little lead. He's got 116 in the 6, and Jonathan has 187. So let's see here. Oh, yeah, we got to make another scoring change real quick. Dustin actually got 9 on his first ball. Thank you, Jonathan, for pointing that out. So we're going to make that a 9 spare to give Dustin 1 extra pin.
I'm glad somebody's paying attention to the scoring monitor because I'm not.
We got that fixed. So now the scoring is right. Dustin is up in the 8th frame. And we will see if he can extend his lead here. Hooking the paradox. Got a 610. Makeable spare, hard and straight. Right at it. That'll be a conversion. So Jonathan is in kind of a must-strike situation here. He's going to need to get it going here if he wants to have a chance at winning this match.
He threw an excellent ball the last frame. If he can repeat that shot, he's going to be looking good.
Got a hook. Oh, yeah, nice strike
That's
there.
looking
So
good.
that was a big shot. You can see that there. That gives him a double, which gets him right back in the match. Keeps it going. So, Josh, the way you can share a video with us is by being in our staff group and then posting it in our staff group. And our staff group is where we've got coaches that are there to review videos, and that is one of the benefits of being part of Team CtD is you can get free coaching if you post videos in the staff group.
And joining regional staff is free.
You just go to the website, ctdbowling.com, click the 3 little lines. You'll see a regional staff sign up and go from there. So unable to get a 3-bagger out of it.
Now, he missed a little bit on that one, but luckily it left him a makeable spare. You know, with his handicap, he's forcing Dustin to throw good shots.
Correct. And that's not easy to do because, as we've seen, this pattern is a little bit tricky. Go right at it. Get the spare. Nice. So Dustin's got 135 in the 7th on a spare. And Jonathan has, 1 second. He's got 130. Oh,
136.
Yeah. So Dustin does a strike there, so that makes it a little more interesting, right? Because now Dustin's got 155 in the eighth, and Jonathan's got 135.
He's got 145. Oh yeah, in the eighth,
Yeah. So that was a big deal for Dustin, and he can lock out with the double. He can lock out. Big shot. Yeah, that's what he needed. So that will lock out Jonathan. Right? Max score for Jonathan is what?
185.
85, right. 85. And then Dustin has got 180 already.
He's 185.
Yep.
Sitting there right
so
now.
It's over. That's going to be over. There is no age requirement to join. We actually do accept youth as well. So head on over to ctdbowling.com and you can join the regional staff or the youth. We've got a youth staff too if you're a youth member.
Now, is that a different sign up for your youth member?
No, it's a similar sign up. It just designates you as a youth, which allows us to know how many youth we have versus adults. But
Okay.
there is a sign up for youth, but it ends up being the same. So that means we will go to a deciding game. Game 5 is going to happen. This will be Dustin's first time going to 5 games. Luckily, he is young and spry, so there won't be a wear factor there. And since this match is officially over, we'll throw another cool graphic out there. Jonathan's going to show you another graphic powered by Clutch Bowling. His bowling ball is going to leave little butterflies. Butterflies on the lane.
At least you gave me a little warning this time. You surprised me with the unicorn rainbows early.
Yep. All kinds of little things we can do with Clutch Bowling.
All right, good spare.
Good spare. He'll throw one more shot. They will not get any practice. They will go right into it on game 5. All right, so that will wrap up 3 and 4. We will get 1 and 2 loaded back up. And like I said, there will be no practice this time. They will go right into it.
Same thing with over here. I think I shot 162.30.
So we're going to get 3 and 4.
So now, once Jonathan switched to that GB4, his game went way up on red square. He's probably wishing he started with that ball.
So we'll get this going. It is tied up 2-2. That means this is the final game. Whoever wins this game wins the match. And will be somebody's going to win some money. We're going to figure out who that's going to be. Let's add this to the stream. We're going to remove that from the stream, and we will go back over here to. There we go. Uh-oh. We got to fix that real quick. Let me go resolve that issue really fast. Yeah, well, yeah, but you're good now. You should be okay to bowl it now. All right, game 5. Here we go. All right, so he'll shoot out. Start with shooting the 2-8. Nice conversion.
Now, I normally hook a double wood. How about you?
Yeah, because it's hard to get that back pin out.
Gosh, I know a couple people that are actually accurate enough. They go straight on it. Kind of. I'm jealous. I'm envious. I can't throw a ball that perfectly straight often enough to be doing it.
If typically I'll look at it. If it's on a super hard pattern, maybe I will throw it straight. The chances of making it are just about the same. So,
right.
But most of the time I'll hook at it. Games is interesting. You play on 2 different surfaces, makes for a much interesting games, I guess. It does. It does add a whole nother dimension to it, for sure. We've got Brunswick Pro Am on the left lane and AMF SPL on the right lane. It'll take 2. Daryl says, when Troop and others bowlers are bowling for money, are they putting up their own money or is CtD paying for it? So when the competitor comes to challenge management, and Kyle would be considered part of management in this case, they have to put up the money, or they can win the opportunity to come bowl. So sometimes they may be bowling for. I mean, they may have only put in $10 or $15 to be able to bowl for the money, but at the end of the day, their money's put up, and then the management side, CtD is bankrolling that. So in this case, it's not Dustin's money to lose; it's CtD's money to lose. But that's why Dustin's part of management, and that's kind of how the whole thing works. But it's legit.
I guess I need to work out more, Ron.
Did you break it?
I think so. Damn.
Yeah, messenger.
All right, so it's a big opportunity. Dustin can get a double here. Oh, ring 10. Good shot, though. So take a peek at the score real quick. It's early. Anything can happen. Need a spare conversion here. Shoot the 10 pin. This is the last game. 2-2. So whoever wins this one will win. This is a $500 match.
Am I allowed to get a celebrity shot?
Celebrity shot?
Yeah. You wouldn't want my first one.
What's a oh. Yeah, no, you don't get a celebrity shot. Yeah, Dustin is still in the original Paradox.
Well, of course he is. Money's on the line.
And Jonathan's throwing that Widow 2.0. That was pretty good. Woo! Big double. Big double. Let's take a peek at the scoreboard. That was huge because of the open in the first frame. So that puts him right back in the match. Yeah, so we're having two different surfaces. The lanes do not play the same because of the two different surfaces. The SPL surface has more friction, so inherently hooks more than the Brunswick Pro and Villain surface.
Oh, get there.
Three-bagger. Ball held line. Nice little three-bagger. Puts the heat back on Dustin.
That one had me a little concerned. I thought it was going to come a little too heavy.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go a little high too, but you can see there, he kept it in the oil just a little bit longer, and it was just enough to let the ball hold. Yeah. Dustin gets him a strike there. So now it's going to be a question of how many strikes in a row can these guys go back and forth before the clock runs out, which is in about half a game.
See, I think if I won one of these raffles, I'd have to make some kind of bet with Dustin that he couldn't use the Paradox.
You pay like a fee, a fee to restrict the ball options. So that's a double. So it's going to be a match now.
Yeah. Maybe come up with a ball that we both don't like. We'd have to use it.
Yeah, right. So this is just one of the many matches that's going on this week. This just happens to be a rematch. We've got, like I said, PBA champion Kyle Troop in the building, so he will be bowling some matches as well today. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a lot of fun. It'll be in the light. All the lights will be on, and we will have the orange pen in the rack. Big shot. All right, he'll shoot the 3-6. The orange pen will allow anybody watching to get 20% off for 5 minutes. And the key, I'll give you the key right now. The key is to go to ctdbowling.com, get all this stuff in your cart, and then when we launch the code, you can, assuming the bowler strikes, you get the code, you put it in, save 20%. You'll be able to save 20%. Jonathan shooting the spare. Big spare. Uh-oh. Got a little trouble in here in River City. So spares are critical, especially when you are bowling just a one-game match. He now has 90. No, he's got 101. So he's got 102, actually. He's got 102 in the fifth frame now. So that puts a little bit less pressure on Dustin because Dustin's on a double, but definitely not over.
I forgot you're adding the handicap. I'm sitting going, what? I can't read all this.
Yeah, no, we're making it a little tricky on ourselves having to add the handicap in while we're doing the live stream. But nonetheless, we're figuring it out. We're keeping it going. Everybody's keeping us honest here. Big shot. Can you get it back?
Yeah.
Oh, the flatty 10. Flatty 10. Watch on the replay here real fast. You can see that 6-pin goes right in the gutter. Not where you want to have pins go. You want pins to take out other pins. If it goes in the gutter and lays flat like that, that's why it's called the flatty 10. We'll go for the spare. Woo! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's going to be costly. 103 plus 8 gives him 111 in the 6, and Dustin is on a double. So we'll see if Dustin can capitalize on those back-to-back unfortunate mistakes from Jonathan here. Uh-oh. I don't know. Yeah, it looked a little fast and a little right. And he'll shoot the 2-8 again, Bill. Not easy.
No, I mean, there's always a good chance of chopping this.
He definitely needs it.
I'm kind of surprised. I expected Dustin to take advantage of the opening. Not that he intentionally left the 2-8, but.
He does convert the spare, which gives him 108 in the 5th frame. So he's got 118 at least minimum in the 6th frame, which does put him slightly ahead now. This is the final match, our final game for this match. the winner will receive $500 and or a pat on the back from CtD if Dustin wins. He'll shoot the 4-7. So we got 111 in the 6 for Jonathan and 126 in the 6 for Dustin. Dustin's on a spare, and Jonathan is on an open. Hooking it. Woo! Was able to convert. All right. So Jonathan's going to need to step up here and put some pressure back on Dustin. All right, so we left a 9-pin. Would have loved to have a strike there. So we make the spare. And then try to make something happen here in the 8th frame. Now, the only problem is they're running out of frames. This is the 7th frame for Jonathan, so he's only got 3 frames left. Nice spare conversion. So we'll see how this is going to turn out here. We're pretty excited about the opportunity and the matches that we've got coming all day, today and tomorrow. Big shot here. 8th frame. Trying to get back in the match. Gonna need a strike here. Picked up just a little bit and left the 4-pin. So that keeps Dustin in the driver's seat. At this point, he could kind of follow whatever Jonathan does, and he'll win the match. He's going to hook it, and he makes it. It's a big shot. Big shot. Got a hook. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 8. I mean, that could have been a lot worse.
Yes, yeah, definitely got away with one there. So what's your feelings about looking at some of these spares on a house shot?
So on a house shot, I mean, you get a little bit of help. You bring the lane completely into play. I prefer not to, because I think that the more practice you get throwing it straighter, the better you become. So I'm a big fan of throwing it straight, regardless of the pattern you're bowling on. He's going to hook it to get that 8-pin, and he got it. All right, so he's staying clean. He's matching, so to speak, which is a strategy to be able to win if he can run out the clock, so to speak. He's got 2 frames left, as does Jonathan. So this foundation frame here could really put the boots to Jonathan if Dustin can convert a strike here. We'll see.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like to hook at him on house shots, but I don't understand that going to a tournament and having to throw it straight, it's unfamiliar to you. You think you'd want everything to be as comfortable as possible to where you're not having to worry or think about it at all.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I believe bowling is a game of simplicity. The more simple it is, the easier it is to repeat. Big shot. Oh, ringy 10. Hello?
So no, this match being this close, there's a little bit of pressure on converting this spare.
Yeah, this spare matters for sure. He's throwing a purple hammer, and he's going to throw it hard and straight at the spare, like so. Converts it, so that's going to give him 162 in the 8th with a spare up in the 9th. Jonathan will have his fate in his own hands as he will bowl both the 9th and 10th frame here to finish up this match. Big shot. Gonna need them all. Oh! Gets them all to fall sloppily, poppily. Gets it all to happen, though. Woo! All right. All right. So now we got ourselves a little bit of a game. And we got a whole bunch of pins falling on lane 2 over there.
There's all the carry you were missing earlier.
All right, we'll get a re-rack over there. So here's the situation. We will take a peek at the score really fast here. So Jonathan is on that strike. So this next shot is very, very crucial, right? Because the next shot can actually put him right back in the match.
Yeah, put him right back in it, and he can still max out with handicap for 210. So that's going to – hopefully he can throw 3 really good shots here. Really make this interesting.
Right, because Dustin's max score is 212.
Yeah.
Big shot here. Ooh, 10 back. So that was crucial. That was crucial.
Yeah, it was a really nice shot. I'm over here rooting for both of them. I just like to see good bowling.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it fun. So the next shot will force Dustin to double.
Yes. Yeah, if he can carry this one.
Big ball. You can see it. It's close to the last one. He posted it. You can see that was really close to the last shot he threw. That was a big double. So max score for Jonathan is 210 with the handicap, which will make Dustin throw a double and 8 or double and 9 to win. That's another good shot. That's a good shot.
Oh!
All right, so
double and 8.
it's double and 8. Double and 8 to win. This is when we get to see what you're made of. Double and 8 is the win.
Great comeback.
Nice finish from Jonathan there. And he did not get the strike, so that will end this game. And Jonathan will win this challenge match.
Didn't he win his first time through?
No, he lost the first time through. Yeah, so he is able to avenge his loss, and he will.
And he gets to bring home $500.
He gets to bring home $500 to Randy. So I'm sure Randy is happy about that, as is everybody back at the coffee company. So congratulations to Jonathan on winning the match. That is not Dustin's first loss, even though Jason is asking that question. It's actually his second. He lost one match earlier, but Dustin's got a pretty stellar record overall, to say the least. He's won, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 matches and only 2 losses. So he definitely is a force to be reckoned with. And it's kind of cool to be able to see Jonathan avenge his prior loss there. So that's good. So we appreciate you guys hanging out with us, tuning in, watching the match. Stay tuned. We've got more matches coming out this afternoon. We're going to bring in the big dog himself, a.k.a. what I'm going to call $500,000 man. Kyle Troop will be in the building. He'll be here bowling some challenge matches and giving us some talking and some mentoring and some coaching along the way. So stay tuned for that. On behalf of everybody here at CtD, we definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with us, tuning in and watching this challenge match. And we'll have some more matches coming to you this afternoon. On behalf of Bill Freitas, my name is Ronald Hicklin, and Dustin Zehner and Jonathan, thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we'll see you this afternoon. Talk to you. Bye.